So I just got out of not the hospital, the clinic, and so she didn't think anything was too bad, but she decided to x-ray it regardless, and there might be a tiny, tiny, tiny fracture in my tibia. I think that's what she said. So I was telling her what I was doing. She asked me she doesn't want me to do anything more than like just basic walking, like not even strenuous walking, just basic walking. So I'm a little bummed about that, but she's gonna talk to the not the radiologist, I think that's what it is, and they're gonna get back to me tomorrow to see if anything needs to be done. But she says because I've been walking on it and jogging on it for over a week now that there's probably no problem. I don't have to have anything done, but for a few weeks I shouldn't do anything like that. But I still can do some like biking and just not anything load bearing. So that stinks, but yeah, I'm gonna try and make that happen. But I got a excuse because I'm gonna be late to work, but anyways, we'll figure it out. I'm not gonna stop. We're gonna keep doing something. So alright, so I sort of feel like I might be bragging a little bit, but I'm not necessarily bragging. I'm just really impressed with myself, which might be bragging. Anyways, today at work I did really well, hit all of the goals and incentives and everything. And so in a sales job you get rewarded. Obviously I get paid a ton of money, that's the main reward, but then they get you all these other little incentives. And so part of the incentives, I got some gas cards, so I always would try and choose the things that I could actually use, because a lot of times it's food. And in the past I would go for all the food incentives. You get pizza and sandwiches and Cafe Rio and just anything possible that you could want. And today was Jimmy John's, and so I actually won 2 of the incentives. So I got 2 sandwiches, and I tried to get them healthy, but they still just put tons of mayo on it, even though I asked for no mayo, and got them pretty healthy. But my diet I have right now, I don't eat bread, or cheese currently. Anyways, it's just an interesting diet. I'll probably go into it in one of these videos, but it's definitely working. I've lost over 20 pounds on this diet so far. So then also vitamin water. I mean, you'd think vitamin water is something I could have, but it just has a ton of sugar calories, right? So I got all these things, and I was really hungry too because I didn't bring as many meals as I needed to today as I usually do. And I was tempted to eat. This is a pretty good temptation because I really like Jimmy John's, but I decided not to. So pretty happy about that. It might seem like something small, but those are kind of things that I never even had a chance to resist in the past. Like, oh man, free amazing food, done, gone, eaten. It wouldn't even matter if I'd already eaten a meal. I would have eaten that. For exercise today, I'm gonna have to do something different because my foot is finally like super swollen. But it's mostly because I was just at work all day and just sitting there, and so all the blood had a chance to just continue to go to my foot. So you can look. And my foot, as you can tell, there's also some on the other side I didn't notice until yesterday. So you see, there's that on that side of the foot. The doctor said, though, it's not a sprain like I thought. Because of my foot, I just didn't want to do anything to aggravate it, especially since the doctor's going to get back to me tomorrow. And it is pretty swollen today. But so I did this aerobic exercise thing. I looked up how you can do one without using your feet. And so I did this aerobic exercise thing that's in a chair. You're in a chair and you do aerobic exercise. So it wasn't too long, but then I did some sit-ups, and I think that's it, actually. Maybe some stretching. So today wasn't a super intense day, but I still did something. And if I can do something every day, eventually it'll get more and more intense as my body can keep up with it. But and I've done some pretty intense workouts in the last week or so, but just recently, because of my foot, I'm just trying to make sure I don't aggravate things. I'll find out tomorrow what I can do, but I might just be swimming for the next little bit, which is going to make it hard to get where I need to be with a 5K, but I'm going to make it work somehow. I really want to make sure to be able to get to do a 5K by the end of the month. So But yeah, I just learned again today that you know, there's always people there for you. Like as many. I haven't really told my friends and family yet that I'm doing this. A few of them have seen some of my posts on like Facebook and things, but I haven't like actively tried to get like friends and family to watch me yet because I want to be able to show progress. But you know, the few of them start finding out, and when they, you know, just everyone gives me such positive encouragement, and a lot of times in my mind I think like, oh, these people just like think less of me and stuff, and that me thinking that was actually thinking really low of them. You know, that they would care so much about some like outward appearances, not to care about me and want the best for me, and they always have. So I appreciate all you out there and the love and support you're showing me. But yeah, and yeah.